Hey guys, welcome back. Today we'll be looking at how to we'll be making use of Glassmorphism, and we're going to make this web like a movie website, so to say. And it's very simple. We're going to learn how to do all this, and it's not responsive. I'm not going to deal with any media query here. So I'll just teach you the basics. I'll make use of little JavaScript. Alright. So let's get started. Okay. So I have put the link to the source codes and the images and everything I'll be making use of here in the link. The link is below, so just click it. And alright, let's get started. So I've created this index.html file, and I'm going to write learn Glassmorphism. Okay, sorry. Right. So yeah, we're going to start by creating a container, and here we're going to have our header. I would like to give it a space so I'm not confused as we go on. I'll create an header tag. Let's create a header tag with a class of nav. Then we'll create a div tag with the class menu. If you're wondering how I did that, just click dots and menu and tab. So I'm going to create a link tags, and I'm going to give the first link tag a class of active. Alright, I'm going to put discover here. So this is like our navigation, so to say. And next one, I'm going to give it we're going to write apps. Next one, we're going to write movies. Next one, we're going to write dashboard. Right. Okay, we're going to go. Then we're going to give create another div which is for the search box. Okay, with search box, and there we're going to input an icon. So we're going to search for the icon we want to use, and we'll be making use of ionic.io. Okay. Slowly, sorry for that, is slow. Alright. While we wait for this, let's try to import our Google fonts. So we're going to search for font.google.com, making use of it for our styling, and we're making use of pop-ins. So what you do is that you search for pop-ins, yeah, and you select the ones that you could just select regular 400, semi-bold 600, and perhaps bold 700. So I already selected them here. So we're making use of it when it's time for us to style. So you can just open that in a new tab. So I'm going to go to usage. Oh, it's taking time, my goodness. Okay, yeah. Go to usage, and we're going to copy the script tag here. Alright, then back to our Visual Studio. I'm going to paste the script tag right before the closing here. And here I'm going to comment it out and write script. Okay, because we're also putting our JavaScript there. Having done that, let's go back to icons, and we'll search for a search icon. So let's search. I think at some point let's search. So this is it. I'm going to be making use of the field. So I'm going to click on it, click on field, and copy it. Once you click on it, it's going to automatically copy. Sorry. Right. Then I'm going to paste it right here. Okay. And we have that set. So I'm really not going to display the files as we're going on, because it's just HTML, so there's no beauty to it. So next we have the main, and we'll create a class of main, and we'll create a class of trending movies and a general class of movies. and create a p tag writing trending movies, and create another div tag of cards and a class of cards. And here we're going to have our data text. Our data text is simply going to contain the title of the images we are going to be displaying. And here we're going to have our image tags that's going to contain the area that's going to display our image. So I'm going to copy this and duplicate it 6 more times. So 1 2 3 sorry 1 2 3 4 5 6. So let me take that again. All right, so I've done this. Taking to the next line, I'm going to duplicate it. So 1, right, 2 3 4 5 6. So in all it's going to be 7. So start from here, go to my movies, trending movies, and search for, I'm going to use friends. Then my second one, I will search for movies, trending movies, Junior and Georgia. So we're going to come here and write that. Alright, next one I'm going to see what we have here, and last onion, and let's come here. Movies, trending movies, murder mysteries. I'm going to put here, I'm going to put murder mystery. Okay, come here too. I'm going to do it like that. Keep on. You can use your own any movie of your choice and find it. Come here too. The movies, trending movies, Spider-Man. So coming right and go to Spider-Man. Alright, coming back here, movies, trending movies, and we put on here. So okay, so I think we're set. I may as well leave spaces here. To do this effect, I'm just click on Alt and click on the places you would like to edit at the same time. So that does that. So alright, so we're still in the under the main. So this is the div for the main, which is right here. We're going to come right here, start the third div, so to say, like this, and we're going to do this for other movies. Alright, and this the what we add here was for trending movies. Okay, so like we did earlier, you have to create a div and give it a class of other movies. Okay, and the general class of movies too. I'm going to next thing I'm going to do is to create a p tag with other movies, and I'll create a tag sorry we create a class of card, and right here we're going to create let's just forget our data text. Alright, then in between there we're going to create our image tag, and like we did before, I'm going to copy this out and duplicate it 6 more times. So 1 2 3 4 5 6. So in all we're going to have 7. So coming back here, our movies, other movies all together now. So I'm going to put it all together now here. Alright, coming right here, movies, I'm sorry, movies, other movies, Christmas drop. So I'm going to put Christmas drop here. Right, coming here, I'm going to put movies, other movies, and I'm going to put Good Doctor. So I'm just going to do that for the remaining things. So Joker, and coming right here, movies, other movies, Just Mercy. Coming right here. She's perfect. Alright. Other movies, and I'm going to put Princess Switch right here. Alright, so down below here, let's create one for our web series. Okay, like we did before, we're going to create a class of web series, a div for web series, and a general class of movies. Okay. Yeah, so let's move on. So right here, we're going to create a div of cards. So, and it's a div of card, and I want to put image, and for our data text. Yep, so I'm going to copy this as we've done and paste it 6 more times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So in total again you have 7. Alright, I'm going to come to movies, web series, Annie. I'm going to put Annie with an E, and here we're going to come here and put movies and web series typical. So right here, alright, a typical. And okay, movies, web series, blacklist. So put blacklist right here, and coming here, movies, web series, and Den of Thieves. So put Den of Thieves here. Alright, and coming here, movies, web series, we have John Wick. So I'll put John Wick right here. Please do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. Then movies, also web series, Shadow and Bone. So write Shadow and Bone right here. And coming here to movies, web series, 1000. So I'll put 1000 right here. Okay, we are set, I guess. So I think we're done with our HTML tags. So I'm going to save this and run this in our live server. And yeah, so it looks quite basic. There's no styling to it. Now let's go. I'm going to link this to our style.css. So I'm going here and put my link and style.css. Save that and let's start styling. So I mentioned earlier that we're going to import a font, which we open down here. So I'm going to copy this here, and let's go back to our Visual Studio, and I'm going to paste it right here, and let's go on. So we're going to do a general styling of margin 0, padding 0. A box sizing, it should be border box, and a font family. So we just come here right here, and if you scroll down, you copy this and paste it right here. Okay, so moving on, we're going to do a style our body. and I'm going to give the body the display flex. Okay, sorry. I'm going to justify content center. I'm going to align item center, and I'm going to give it a height of 100 ph and a background image, the URL. I'm going to use I already add my background image there. I'm going to give a background size cover. So this is so the image is not repeated. So we could take a look at our HTML, at our wording. You can see this is it. So it's taking some of our leave everything also will come back together, because we want the body to be in the center as it is. Yeah, so that's why it's all wobbly. So next we're going to start the container, and to ensure that I am using the right words. So coming here, starting container, I'll give you a width of 85%, and the width of 85% is this width from here to here. As you can see, if it's 100%, to probably cover the whole screen from this side to this other side. But because it's 85%, it's just covering here. We also make the height to 85%, which is not covering the whole screen, just cover it from here to here. That's the container we're dealing with. So I'm going to give the height also 85%. I'm going to give it a background color, RGBA. I'm going to give it a 16, 18, 27, and 40%. Okay, I'll give you a border radius of 10 pixels and a backdrop filter of blur. I'm going to give this 20 pixels. I'm going to give a position relative. Alright, so whatever we're going to use our absolutes for will be styled in relation to the container. So I'm going to just move this right here so they are close to each other, so it seems to be taking shape. Alright, now we'll move next to style the nav. Alright, so I'm going to put nav here, and I'm going to put nav. Alright, and ensure I'm using the spelling mistakes. So here we're starting the nav. Right, I'm going to give you a width of 100%, a height of 60%. Okay, and I'm going to give it a display flex and justify content center and align item center, and a border bottom. I can give it 1 pixel solid, and I'll give it a color of 255, 255, 255, and 0.123. So that's for the nav. I'm gonna save that and let's check it out. We have something like this. Alright, I see we made movies look weird here. Movies. So coming back to our styles, next thing we want to style is our menu, which contains the navigation stuff. So I'm going to give a height 100%, height 60%. Yes, I said height twice. Yes. So we're going to give a display flex justify content center, align item center. I'm going to give a background RGBA 0.295. Okay, so Giving a background, we're going to give a border radius of 50 pixels. Okay, so that's that for our menu, and look, it's looking something like this. Okay, then we want to start our links. So we're going to give our links a color of RGB of 22, 22, 22, and a background color of white, a background of white, a box shadow to give you some nice effects, 0, 0, and then give it 10 pixels, RGBA, and all these colors that I'm generating, you can just search them online for the color you want, then copy the one that suits your needs. Oops, I just made a mistake. I'm very sorry. Because this is supposed to be for active, because you know we start an active here, so that should be the style effect when the link is active. And when it's active means that's the link we currently just clicked on. Alright, so again, I'm going to give it a color of RGB, and I'm going to give it 204, 204, 204, right? And we're going to give this a border radius of 50 pixels. Okay, then we should give it a padding of 0.6 em to em. Okay, I'm going to give a background of none and a text decoration of none, and I'll give it a transition of all, and yes, so we're going to do a transition of all 0.2 seconds. Alright, so let's check out how things are going. And yeah, we're having this, then it's looking quite big. It shouldn't be, so let's reduce this height to 10%. Alright, and yes, we have this set. Right, so like I said earlier, then let's start how we want the button to look once it is clicked. So like what I mean by when it's active is that, for example, while we click on discover, it's going to be there, so it shows that, oh, where we are it's apps, where we have is movies, where we are is the dashboard. Do you get what I'm saying? Alright, so active, we're going to give a color of RGB 22, 22, 22. So like I said earlier, you can search online to generate these colors. So we're going to give a background of white and a box shadow of 0, 0, 10 pixels, RGBA of 0, 0, 0, 0.178. Alright, and for now you can see it's looking like it. Alright, so moving on, we're going to style the search box. Okay, and we're going to give it a padding of 1 em and 1.8 em. Right, I'm going to give it a color of white. Right, so this is what is white, so give it a padding to add space around it. Alright, so next we'll be looking at is we're going to start the main. Alright, and we have a class, we give it a class main. Let's confirm that. So give it a class main, main, and yet to I wrote main. Alright, so I'm going to give it a position absolute. It's supposed to be position. Alright, I'm going to absolute, and this I will notice is going to be absolute, meaning that whatever styling or styling for the main part is relative to the container, because we give the container a position relative. All right. So moving on, I'm going to give it a width of 100% and a height of 90%. Okay, I'm going to give it an overflow X auto. Okay, so I'm going to save that and see how this is looking. So yeah, next thing we want to do is remove this scroll bar. And to remove the scroll bar, we're using WebKit scroll bar. Right, you have to be careful in the syntax in which you're writing it so it works. Right, it's a pseudo class element. Right, so we have web, please don't forget this dash in front of it. Then we have WebKit, then the dash again, then scroll bar. What we want to simply do is remove the scroll bar, so we're going to put display none. Alright, so let's save that and we're going to check it now and see that it's gone. Okay, next let's start the movies. I'm going to come here and write movies. Alright, and we're going to give the movies a width of 95%, and we're going to give a margin. And what the 95% here is doing is that it's going to give it this thing here. This is a 95% space. Okay, so that's what we're trying to do. Okay, I'm going to give a margin of 1 EM and auto. Okay, then I'm going to give a color RGB 204 204 204. Okay, and having done that, we're going to save and let's check out how things are going. Okay, next we'll start our movies on cards, and we're going to give a margin top of 0.6 em. In case you wonder how I did that fast, I can just P and put tab into autofill. 0 2 em 0. Okay, I'm going to display flex and an overflow of y should be auto. Okay, I'm going to save that and let's see how it's looking. Okay, we can see the padding here. Okay, and what we'll try next is try and remove all those things. Okay, alright, then we go to movies. Like I said, we want to remove those scroll bars. So cards, the WebKit scroll bar, display none. Okay, save that. We should have that gone. Alright, next, what we want to do next, we want to start that movie card and let it look good, it makes sense. Alright, card, and we're going to do flex shrink of 0, and I'm going to give a width of 250 pixels, and I'm going to do a height of 150 pixels, and a border radius of 10 pixels, which should be responsible for, I haven't saved this. Alright, this is the border here. Okay, give it a 10 pixels. I'm going to make our cursor to be pointer, and our transition would be all 0.4 seconds, and margin right of 1 em. Okay, let's save that. Let's see how our stuff is looking. So we can see they're all aligned now. Alright, next we'll probably want to size it and we're going to make use of, before we do the sizing of the image, I would want to make use of this class, this studio class before. Alright, and the best way I'm going to explain before is I'm going to use W3 schools. So I'm going to use before CSS. This thing might take time to load, but basically before is for you to place a contents before something, okay? And as you progress on, you might, or as you may have seen, you may see the studio class before and studio class after. So the before selector inserts something before the content is selected. Alright, so we'll try this out. We're going to see that this read this is put as a content here and is before whatever is here. Alright, so that's just to explain that. So I'm going to give you a content, and our content will be the attribute data text I'll use. Okay, so we're going to style that content. Right, so we've put in before it. Right, next thing we want to do is to style it. Alright, so this is it. This is the data text. So we want to style it. Alright, so that it's going to be like this, right on beneath there. Okay, so come right here, we're going to put that, make the position absolute, right? And we must have put a position relative up here. Sorry, okay. So styling on. Okay, thank God I checked. Alright, so we haven't put our position relative here, so I've done that now, and we're styling relative to that one. Okay, next we're going to make it put the left about 45%, the bottom, because we want it to go down, so we're going to use minus 15%. I'm going to transform, translate, and 45%. I'm going to give a font size of 7 AM. Alright, so I'm going to make the opacity 0 and transition about all and 4 seconds. Okay, so we can see it now for now. Next, let's do the over effect for the text we just did. So I'm going to use over for then before. I'm going to give it opacity of 1. Okay, so you can see that last is showing right where I want it. Alright, so we're going to do our card over, our card over, just the over effect for the card. I'm going to do a transform. I'm going to give a scale of 1.05. I'm going to give a box shadow of 0010 pixels, RGBA 0.178. Let's save that. I think that should be all. So now let's start the image to make more sense. So we're going to go to movies, cards, card, and image. Alright, give your image a width of 100%, height of 100%, and border radius of 10 pixels. So we'll save that and see how it's looking. So there it is. We have done this, as I said. So this is how you do it. So Glassmorphism. So wait, we're not done. Then the JavaScript, yeah. So we want to click on this and make the same effect happen. So you can see it has our sliding effect and it's looking good. Alright, so next thing, we're going to use JavaScript to make this possible, this clicks possible. So we're going to go back to our index, to our HTML file, go back to where we have our script. Okay, I'm going to scripts, pardon me. Okay, I really have to be careful here, and I want you guys to understand it. Okay, so we're going to create a constant. I'm going to create a space, so constant A. Alright, and we're going to get the element, the link tag, and we'll do that using the query selector all. So we want to get the link tag A. Alright, okay, next we want to do that for each element of A. Alright, we want to add an event listener, because what we're dealing with here, they are links. Alright, what we're dealing with here, these things are links. For every of those links, we want to add an event listener that will listen for a click. Alright, so we're going to use E. E is like the event listener. Okay, then we're going to be E should the event, we are adding an event listener, is going to listen for a click. Okay, thereafter we're going to console.log it. Usually we're going to target our class list. So we're looking for want to target the class list with active. So that's what we want to look at, because we want the effect to show when a link is actually active. So we're saying for each, alright, of the A tag, right? We're going to remove the active styling once there is no click on it. So that's what we're trying to do. Are you out of your mind? So we're saying that for each, what we want to do now is that as long as there's no click on the link, that means it's not active. You should remove the active style. But if there's a click on the link, what we want to do now is that let that style be there. So let me play this out. So there's a click here, so the style is going to be here. There's no click here, and here, so there's no styling of this white stuff. Alright, so that's what we're trying to implement now. Okay, so we're going to put E the class list. Alright, I'm going to put remove. Right, then we're going to put if. I'm sorry about that. What we want to do, if the class list is contained, like once we've clicked on it, now we want to add the style of active. So that's what we want to put on it. So once we have clicked on this stuff, what we want to now do is actually add the style active. Alright, we're going to do that using e.target. We'll target the class list, alright, and put contains active. Alright, we're going to come here, open the brackets. Something is wrong. Oops. What I'm using, what shows me this error is an extension called error lens, so it shows errors like this. So now I'm wondering where it's expected that I'm supposed to use a semicolon, sorry, a colon. Is it here? No, it's not. That's not it. So trying to figure this out, alright? So I've probably made a syntax error somewhere, which I have to really take my time to detect. So we put for each year, for each 1000 event lister, for each a tag that we find. Alright, so this is where, so we added an add events list. Now we put click for the event, and then we use our console log that we're going to use the e target, and we're targeting the lists. And we say that for each a tag, alright, we added an event, so we're supposed to have something here. So that was the forget that arrow function. Okay. So coming right here, like I mentioned before, so I'm saying that as long what this is trying to say, that when we click it, we actually want to see that style that we made for active show. So I'm saying add the class list active to any link that has been clicked. So this that's what this here is basically saying. Okay, so I think we're good to go. Let's pray this works. Fingers are crossed. And yep, so there you have it. So thanks so much for watching this video. If you like it, please do like it and share and subscribe and follow for more. The source code is down below, so you could follow along if you have an error along the way. In case you notice that I kept pausing and playing the video, the recording at some point, I got a bit distracted here and I didn't want any noise interruption, so I apologize for that, and I'm going to ensure that doesn't happen often next time. So I'm glad. Oh, okay, I'm glad you all like this. I just noticed something here. Let me cross check something. Oh yeah, we didn't put our P tag here. Web series. So before I save it, let me show you where that is missing, so you know. Okay, also put a web series here, so let me save that and we'll see our web series right here. So yep, so that's it, and we are done for today. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you got this far, I think you should like it. So thank you so much. I will see you guys in the next video.